Looks like Matt forgot about Laundry Day. Marvel Legends presents Daredevil, the man without fear, and apparently the man without a costume. What is good, my peeps? It's the Ruckus back at you again. We are continuing our march through the Marvel Legends mini comic wave of figures. This is round two. And speaking of rounds, we see him right there. We have got Matt Murdock, aka Daredevil, the man without fear, who is an accomplished boxer. And but he seems to have not accomplished getting into his costume. Anyway, you see he's wearing black, a hoodie. He's got the mask, covering the eyes, all black. And some of you may wonder why he's looking like this. This is a recent iteration of Daredevil. Believe it was back in 2023, maybe early 2024, when he had basically stopped being Daredevil. We'll call it a new lease on life. I don't want to give too much away. He became a priest. He was running a sanctuary for orphaned children, and he was conflicted. He just really couldn't give the life up. So at night, when no one was watching, he'd go out looking like this, until ultimately he ended up wearing the red tights again. So that's what led us to what you see here. Of course, this is a retro series, so we're carded as such, and it's a mini card series, mini comic series, I should say, and you can see that comic right there in the same place they are always at on our left as we look at the packaging. Turning to the rear, we see these 6 figures in this assortment. We've already checked out Beast. We've got the Silver Surfer, Phoenix, Black Widow, and Feral. And of course, we have the readout right there above. We've got a look at the comic cover that will be on the mini comic. And the readout is blind lawyer Matt Murdock rescues a young girl from Kingpin's thugs, completing his transformation into Daredevil, the man without fear. So, yeah, that's how that goes down. He just couldn't stay away. Our full body view of Daredevil is showing, of course, basically all black, with the exception of the head, neck, and his kicks. He's sporting some white, some black over white sneakers. You could see they've got some flavor there, and of course he's got the blindfold style mask. He's rocking the hoodie, looking pretty nice there. So yeah, there's not much to it, and some of you may not be all enamored with this version of Daredevil. He's unfamiliar to you and all that, but here's something to keep in mind. The whole body mold. All you have to do really is change the head sculpt to something else, and you've got yourself a street guy. You know what I'm saying? And we definitely need some of those. The real Daredevil that you all know of needs someone to beat up on, and that would work fine. Anyhow, before we get into his articulation and take a closer look at him, let's check out the few accessories he came with, and what is becoming the Marvel Legends true to norm. We continue to get an odd number of additional hands. That happened with Beast last go round, and it's happening with Daredevil this go round. We've got, thankfully, another fist, getting rid of that. We've got a sea gripper, which we definitely need for the hold the comic, and also to hold his billy club. You know, Daredevil always has a billy club. This hand, though, this is unusual. We got a trigger finger hand. Now, why does Daredevil need a trigger finger hand? Unknown. But we do have the aforementioned billy club. This time it's white. It doesn't separate. It's just one solid piece. We've got the jaggies right there, so you can see what I'm talking about. At least I hope you can. And we have a vinyl kind of rope. It's not plastic. It's yeah, soft goods. So cool with that. And then of course we have the mini comic, and you got to give Hasbro their props. You may not be into this theme for a wave, but they have pulled it off in terms of uh, shrinking down essentially the cover of the original artwork. You've got that Man Without Fear there, and yeah. And then, of course, on the rear, we have the Marvel Legends series and the Hasbro logo at the bottom there. Our close-up look of Daredevil reveals with that head sculpt. Look at the back there. We've got hair coming out of the bottom of that mask. We've got tassels, pretty cool. And I want to say that the hair has some wash to it. There's some, you know what I'm saying, a little bit. It's not just straight up yellow. So that's pretty cool too. Of course, you get no eyes. Um, and, you know, he just got his regular pasty looking face going on right there. The hoodie looks cool. We got the tassels right there. We do have paint for where the tassels emerge from the hood itself, silver. So that's cool. And black gloves like the ones that we got extra. And then the only other thing to really check out are his kicks. And yeah, they're pretty, you know, they're basic, black and white. So that's how that goes. As far as his articulation goes, his head is on a dumbbell, so he can look up that far, which is, you know, looking at it, that's fairly decent for dumbbell joints for the head and neck. We usually don't get that much range, and then going down, you get that much. I'm trying to only go down because he also has a ball hinge for the neck, so you get even more, you know, as far as going down. And of course, you can left and right, it rotated 360, and you do get some crazy attitude going there. We get the T pose action. We could do a little bit better than the T pose, just a little bit better. We can 360 at those shoulders. We have butterfly joints. Mine's are a little tight, so he can rear back only about that far. Going forward, he's got a decent cross body. If I can get it to go so you can see what I'm talking about here. I've got to raise up and then go cross body. So yeah, you see that? That's not bad. That's not bad at all. We've got the bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. We've got the swiveling wrists, and they hinge horizontally. Both hands hinge horizontally. He has his C gripper hand does hinge vertically, and as you might imagine, that trigger finger hand also does so. As far as his body articulation, the torso, he's got a diaphragm that you're going to get zero going forward. Zero going forward. Going back, you get that much. You can, of course, rotate left and right, and, of course, tilt side to side with it. And you do have a waist swivel. It's kind of redundant. We would have been better served with an inverted ab crunch. We could do the splits. Decent. Pretty decent. You can kick 90. He can go back fairly decently. He's got the thigh cut. He's got double jointed knees, as you can see there. And here's something that's interesting. No swivel at the calf, but we do get a swivel. We get it there at the bottom of the warm-ups. So you get your swivel action for the foot there. That's kind of in a way better, because now we don't have to worry about this breaking up. You know what I'm saying? When you pose him, you can point the toe that far forward, that far up. You do have ankle pivot and holes at the bottom of the feet. So that is how it goes down with our Back in Black of a sort Daredevil. And here I get to delete two birds with one stone. We've got our mini comic wave Daredevil holding his nightstick, and we get to do the comparison with Daredevil as we recognize him typically. Here's Daredevil holding up his mini comic. It's pretty curious that they would include Daredevil in a mini comic wave, considering he's sightless and he can't read it. The book must be in Braille. My thoughts on this Marvel Legends mini comic wave 2, Back in Black of a sort Daredevil, is it's a nice figure for what it is. You know, it is not necessary. So especially since this is a mini comic wave, there are no Build-A-Figure pieces to have to worry about. So you could pass on this if you're just not with it. You know, you're not familiar with this version of Daredevil. You're not a fan, whatever the case might be. I'll say again, like I stated earlier, you should take into consideration that you could change out the head sculpt and you'd have, you know, a regular person in a hoodie, you know, that can serve as your thug, your goon, your bad guy, your street level bad guy, and it would work. You know, our street level heroes definitely need someone to pound on, and that would work fine. Hasbro is still perplexing me with this 2.5 pair of hands situation they've been throwing our way. You know, that's curious, and even curiouser is that with this guy we got a trigger finger hand, which you know, I would have preferred if we just got two C grippers, so you could hold that billy club, that, you know, in either hand, or even two you know, graspers, like you know, his right hand that we've got there. But we got what we got. It is what it is. There's not much more I can say about this. Once again, you don't need to get this if you don't want it. There's no ties to anything. You know, no Build-A-Figure piece. If you're not into the mini comic series, that makes your decision to not get this figure even more valid. So, you know, that's about it in a nutshell. What do you guys think? Is this a pass for you, or you know, or a play? Let me know. Tell me down below what you have to say, and while you're down there, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Please join up, hit the notification bell. You'll be alerted the next time I upload a video. And yeah, that's about it. I guess the only thing to say is we're going to fade to black with Daredevil. Until next time, everybody, take care.